As you know, the communism got lots of influence from Hegel, and obviously Hitler himself did the same thing. And United States, England, France did the same thing. Even Russians followed his path and his philosophy. There is a wonderful clip that would explain a little bit more on this subject, and I wonder if it is ready. Sam, is it ready by any chance?
Yeah. What happens in terms of creating wars is a mind manipulation technique called problem reaction solution, and it works like this. First of all, you create the problem, but you get someone else to be blamed for it. You then report that problem through the media in the way you want it reported. You get the public to react to your problem by saying something must be done, this can't go on, what are they going to do about it? And at that point, they, who have covertly created the problem and blame someone else, who glean that reaction of do something, then offer the solution to the problems they have created. And it works like this. Problem reaction solution. Problem reaction solution. Problem reaction solution. Problem reaction solution. And it works like this.
If you tell the people they have an external enemy, they'll follow you anywhere.
The government may actually have been behind September 11th and the September 11th attacks and the conspiracy theories in general surrounding 9/11.
Problem reaction solution. Problem reaction solution. Problem reaction solution. Problem reaction solution.
The New World Order better stop carrying out terror attacks. We've caught them over 200 times in the last 100 years, Western governments doing this. Hitler did it, the Russians did it, the British do it. Look at America, it's turning into a police state.
Problem reaction solution. Problem reaction solution. Problem reaction solution. Problem reaction solution. And it works like this.
With regard to 7/7, there's been a witness report in which somebody who was on one of the tube trains says that he didn't see a man with a rucksack. In fact, after the explosion, what he saw was metal pointing upward from the bottom of the carriage. That would indicate, of course, that the bomb was not carried onto the tube train, but was in fact attached underneath it.
Problem reaction solution. Problem reaction solution. Problem reaction solution. Problem reaction solution.
Saddam Hussein has got weapons of mass destruction, and he's used...
His weapons of mass destruction program is active, detailed, and growing.
There's no doubt that Saddam Hussein now has weapons of mass destruction.
No doubt at all that we will find evidence of weapons of mass destruction.
And it works like this.
Weapons of mass. Weapons of mass. Weapons of mass destruction.
And it works like this. And it works like this. Problem, reaction, solution. Problem, reaction, solution. Problem, reaction, solution. Problem, reaction, solution. And it works like this. Problem, reaction, solution. Problem, reaction, solution. Problem, reaction, solution. Problem, reaction, solution. And it works like this.
Wonderful clip. A great reminder. I know it was an old clip, but it's always a fresh trick. They would do that. The elites would try this over and over until the mass and the population are not aware of this technique, which is problem, reaction, and solution. They did it in 2001 through the 9/11 conspiracy. They put a blame on the people who never had anything to do with the matter, and now they come up with this new idea. They caused the problem, like Bush administration helped with creating the problem by supporting and financing Iran nuclear facilities, and now the reaction and later on the solution is invading Iran. The reaction would be, oh, you know, what is going to happen if Iran, which has basically a fundamental Islamic regime, what is going to happen to United States and Western countries? It's a threat. So they basically support and finance both sides of the, I would say, coin, and use this Hegelian dialectic for controlling the mass. What do you think about that, Jim?
I just think it's pathetically ironic that you know, that this same problem, reaction, solution was visited upon Iran in 1953 when the CIA, at the behest of BP, went in and overthrew, or was responsible for the overthrow of a democratically elected Western-leaning leader. What was his first name? Mossadegh?
Mohammed, yeah, Dr. Mossadegh.
And you know, it's like, how much deja vu all over again can the Iranians take and can the world take? I mean, we did it with the Ayatollah. I mean,
1979.
Right.
Same thing.
We also,
Carter.
As we know from the Iraq debacle back in the 80s, we sold weapons, chemical and biological weapons, to the Iraqis, and then we went to war with them in '91. And although they claim, and it's been proven now, that the weapons of mass destruction were destroyed after the 1991 war, we decided that the problem was that they had weapons which we sold, and technology that we sold to them, and the reaction of the people, as they tried to say, we're waging war and they're going to attack us in 45 minutes from some sort of ship offshore or something.
Exactly.
So the solution is to go to war and kill about over, I think it's 1.3 million Iraqis, and about 4 million refugees, and we've taken over their natural resources, which of course, in the case of Iran, their natural resources are also oil and natural gas. So you have to ask yourself, if their natural resources were, you know, green beans, would we be going to war with them?
Very good question. As a matter of fact, I remember lots of Iranians and lots of Afghans also always say, if Iran and Afghanistan didn't have natural gas and petroleum, they would never had such problems that they have today.